Hi guys, welcome to another video brought to you by the Computer Society of the University of Colombo School of Computing. So in this video, we're gonna look at the basics of how to record and edit an audio using Audacity. So for those of you who don't know what Audacity is this free and open source software which can be used to edit and record your audio. Alright guys, so I have left the link in the description down below so that you guys can go and install Audacity on your PCs. It's available for Windows, for Mac, for Linux, for all that, and the installation is pretty simple, so the link is down in the description below. Alright guys, assuming that you all have already installed Audacity on your PCs, without further ado, I'm going to show you the basics to how to record and edit your audio using Audacity. Alright. So once you install Audacity, this is what it's going to look like. The layout might change a little, but the basics are going to be as it is. So before we start recording, I'm just going to show you guys the tools real quick. So this is your pause button, play button, stop, skip to the start, skip to the end, and this is your record button. And over here we have 6 more tools. We're not going to be using all 6 in this video, but this is your selection tool, this is your envelope tool, this is your draw tool, your multi-tool, time shift, and zoom. We'll be using some of these in this video. And over here you have something called the recording volume, which is used to increase or decrease the volume of your microphone. So basically you can increase it or you can decrease it according to what you want your audio to sound like. So I recommend you to do like a test run before you do the actual recording so you can see what volume is needed for your audio. So over here we have the playback volume, which is basically increasing or decreasing the sound of your speaker. And right over here you have your playback speed, which is set as 1 by default. You can increase this or decrease this according to what you want your audio to sound like. If your recording speed is the same thing you want to hear in your audio, so then just leave it as it is. If not, you can increase it or decrease it. So for this video I'm not using an external mic, but if you are, all you have to do is just go right here and select your mic from these options. And if you can't see your mic, all you have to do is just plug it in properly, close Audacity, open it up back again, and it'll be there. And same goes to speakers. If you're using some kind of an external speaker or headphones or something like that, you can select that from right over here. And right over here you have your audio host. I of course choose Windows Direct Sound. You can choose anything that is suitable for you. I recommend Windows Direct Sound. So what you can do is do a little experimenting and find what is more suitable for you. Alright, so before we start with the editing and recording, I just want you guys to check what your project rate is. Make sure it's 44,100. If it's not, just go to Edit, go to Preferences, then go to Quality, and you can change it from here. So it's 44,100, and your default sample format should be 32 bits, or it can be 16 bits as well. It depends on you. So then you just press OK, and alright, we're ready to go. Okay, so now we can get started with doing some sample recording on Audacity. So basically what you can do is you just press this record button right here, and you record what you need to say or you need to sing, and then once you're done, all you have to do is just go over here and press the stop button. So I'm just gonna play it real quick for you, and you record what you need to say or you need to sing, and then once you're done, all you have to do is just go over here and press the stop button. So you get the recording as it is. So that is how you do your basic recording. So now I'm going to teach you something a little bit more advanced than that. So I'm going to close this audio track right here, and I'm going to go to Tracks, Add New, Stereo Track. And so So after we've got our audio track right over here, I want to talk to you about this effect in Audacity, which is called noise reduction. So basically, if you're not recording in like a studio environment, you're obviously going to have background noise. So Audacity helps us to sort of reduce or minimize this background noise. So let's see how we can do that. So basically, before the recording, you just have to record the environment or the silence for about 5 seconds or less. So let's get right to it. Now, as you can see in my environment, there is no background noise. So I'm just gonna delete this track right here, and I'm gonna switch on the fan. So there is going to be some kind of external noise, and I'm gonna start that recording all over again. And now I start the actual recording. So that is after 5 seconds, I start recording what I actually want to record. And once I'm done, I'm just gonna say stop. Okay, so as you can see, this is not a smooth line anymore. We can hear the background noise. So what we do here to remove this is we go to this effect, that's your selection tool. Select from this portion to this, that is basically your background noise. Go to effect, go to noise reduction, and select get noise profile. And then you click the entire track, that is, you can click over here, or you just can select it from the end to the beginning, either way. You go back to effects, go to noise reduction, and just click OK. So what happens here? I'm just going to do it again so that we will be able to get a clear line over here. So what we did was we told Audacity, hey look, this is the part with the noise. So we tell Audacity to get the noise profile, and we select the entire clip and tell Audacity to remove that noise. So now you can see the noise is far less than what it was before. So let's just try this once more. Go to effect, go to noise reduction, get noise profile, select the entire clip, and go to noise reduction and just say OK. Now you can see this line has gotten a little bit smoother. So I think this is as far as we can get. So I think we can work with that. Now this audio track has no or minimal sound. Now I start the actual recording. So that is after 5 seconds, I start recording. So you can see the background noise is very, very less. So now we do not need this part. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our selection tool and select this part and just press delete, and it's gone. So now we have the audio that we need. And now I start the actual recording. So before moving on to the other effects I want to talk about, I'm just going to close this audio track right here, and I'm going to show you how to record on multiple tracks. So suppose I want to create some kind of a music audio where I want to sing over some kind of an instrumental. So what I can do is I can go to File, Import, Audio, and choose any kind of instrumental. So these are my old cover songs. I'm just going to choose an instrumental at random, so I'm going to choose this. And what it does is we imported the MP3 file to Audacity, so it's right here. So I'm just going to play it for you. Right. Now I just want to sing over this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Tracks. I'm going to say Add New, Stereo Track. And here is the track that you're going to record on. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on this and I'm going to press record. And what happens is your background music is going to be playing and you're just going to sing on top of this. I'm not going to sing for you right now, but this is how it's done. So once you're done, you're just going to say stop, and I'm just going to play this right here. It's going to be playing and you're just going to sing on top of this. I'm not going to sing for you right now. So you can hear the background, your instrumental, and your audio track, and you can do this with many audio tracks. For example, I can add another one and I can record over that, and if I don't like what I recorded previously, I can just mute it and record again. So I can do many things like that. Okay, so I'm just going to close these now, and I'm going to start with the effects. Alright, so now I'm just going to do a recording. This recording is just to show you how different effects can be added to our audio clip. So this is our audio clip. Let's just listen to it once. This recording is just to show you how different effects can be added to our audio clip. And first we're going to start with the effect called normalization. So what normalization does, it brings the peaks up to a certain targeted value. So let's see how we can do that. We're going to click on the track, go to effects and select normalize. And over here you get your default value, that is -1 dB. You can change this to however you want. You can have a little preview. This recording is just to show you how, and see if you like what you hear, and if you do, then you can just press OK. If not, you can change these values. So I'm okay with what I heard, so I'm just going to say OK. So what happens is your peaks were brought a little down. So the next effect I want to talk to you about is equalization. So what equalization does is it boosts or reduces selected frequencies. So let's do that. I'm going to click the track, go to effects, and I'm going to choose equalization. And over here you can see different curves. So with my covers, I always use bass boost and treble boost, but again it depends on you, so you can experiment with your track and see what is suitable. So I'm just gonna do a little bass boost and I'm gonna preview it. This recording is just to show if I like what I hear, I'm just gonna say OK. And you can do this a couple of times. Since I did bass boost last, I'm gonna do treble boost and I'm just gonna say OK. So I like how it sounds right now. So the next effect I'm going to show you guys is compression. So basically what your compressor would do is it would reduce loud noises and increase your softs. Basically increase your soft sounds and reduce your loud sounds. So let's see how we can do that. You click the track, go to effects and select compressor, and Audacity has given you default values. You can play around with these, but usually default works. You can, as usual, preview it. This recording is just to show you, and if you like how it sounds, all you have to do is just press OK. And there you go. You have your track compressed. So if you want, you can do a little bit of normalization again. Alright. Okay, so the next effect I'm going to show you guys is your amplify effect. Amplify effect can be used to change the volume of selected audio tracks. So basically this is my audio track. I go to effect and I choose amplify, and it will give you a certain default value. Sometimes you can't go over this, so this is going to be your maximum. And you choose whatever value you want to amplify this, and you say OK, and you get your amplification done. Another tool I use a lot when recording my cover songs is this effect called echo. So basically what you do is you select your track, you go to effect, you choose echo, and you can do the default values or you can just change it. So I usually go with 0.1 and 0.05. So I'm just gonna preview it for you, but you won't notice an echo as such. This recording is just to show you how different effects can be. As you can see, you can't get much of an echo, so you can change these a little bit to as it was, that is 0.2 and 0.1, and you can preview it. This recording is just to show you how different effects can be. So there you can see there's a huge echo, so you can increase these to get a little bit more, however you want your audio to sound like. So I'm good with this, so I'm just going to say okay, and there we go. Another effect that most people use is distortion. I personally do not use this effect, but it is very useful in some edits. So what you have to do is you click on your track, go to effects, go to distortion, and Audacity will give you your default values. You can change these or you can leave it as it is. Press apply and you can see that your track has gotten a little distorted. So let's give it a listen. Recording is just to show you how different effects can be. So you can see what changes happen there. So if you want, you can go and normalize it again. Okay, so once your distortion is done, there are more effects that you can use. For example, you can use this effect called reverb. So basically, reverb is used to get your dry recording to sound a little rich and bright. So again, these are the default values for the environment that I'm recording in. So the room size and all that, you can change it to suit your audio track. So then you can preview it, and if you're done with it, you can say okay, and there you go, you get your audio track. And I'm just going to normalize it again, and you can have a listen. Recording is just to show you how different effects can be added to our audio clip. So you can see all the changes that happen there. So there are different effects that you can use in editing this further. I'm just going to show you some interesting effects. You click on your track and you select wah-wah and you get this really weird effect. Just listen to it. Recording is just to show you how different effects can be added to our audio clip. So as you can see, that is not what we want, so I'm just gonna go and undo wah-wah. But yes, there are effects like that so that you can change your audio however you want. And also I want to talk about this fade in and fade out option. So basically, if I want to start off my audio from like a very soft voice to the actual volume of the record, so I'm just gonna say fade in, and you can see how the volume's changed. And I can do the same for the ending. I can say fade out. It's not going to sound nice here because it's just a normal recording, but this tool comes in handy, especially when you're doing cover videos. This recording is just to show you how different effects can be added to our audio clip. Right, so I'm just going to undo those two real quick. There are other effects that we can use in Audacity as well. So if you go to effects, there are two effects called high pass filter and low pass filter. So if you're looking at the high pass filter, what it does is it passes frequencies above its cutoff frequencies. So basically, let's just see how that goes. You press on this, so you get this cutoff frequency which you can change, and if you say okay, it's just going to get cut off. So we can. Recording is just to show you how different effects can be added to our audio clip. We can see a significant change there, so I'm going to undo that, and I'm going to show you the low pass filter, and I'm going to show you how that sounds like. Is just to show you how different effects can be added to our audio clip. So you can see the difference in both of those. I'm just going to undo that effect as well. Okay, so those are the basic effects that you can find in Audacity. There are many other effects that you can experiment with, and if you feel like these effects are not enough for you, you can go to their website and download additional plugins. I have downloaded Autotune just to experiment with the sounds. I personally do not recommend using autotune, but if you want to experiment, by all means do. There are other filters and plugins that you can use as well. Okay, so drifting a little bit apart from effects, I'm going to show you some interesting things where I can work with tracks and all that. So suppose I want this part of my track to be selected to another track. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to edit. I'm going to say clip boundaries, split new. So that part gets into another track. So I can apply different effects here and do stuff like that. So suppose I want this little bit somewhere over here. So what you have to do is you can go to this tool right over here, which is your time shift tool, which means you can shift this through different times and you can drag it and place it wherever you want. You can even take it over here. You can take it anywhere you want according to the necessity of your audio. So basically you can do that. So I'm just going to undo that. Suppose I don't want this bit at all. So I'm just going to go to my selection tool. I'm going to select that part, go to edit, remove special and delete cut. So then that part is not there. I can use my time shift tool and I can just move it around here. So I can play with it however I want. Basically you can do anything. You can split cut, split delete, and just move around tracks however you wish. So this is basically it for the basics of how to record and edit your audio using Audacity. So once you start working with Audacity, you're gonna discover different effects and different ways to edit your audio. That comes with experience and practice. So that's about it. And before I wrap up, I just want to show you guys one more thing. So basically, I'm going to go to File. I'm going to Save Project and save project as. And if I save this project, suppose I save it, and when I open it back up again, this is the interface that you're going to get. Basically, you can re-record, re-edit, you can do anything you want, and it gets saved as a project. So suppose this is my final track, I'm done with everything and I want this as an MP3, then I go to File, Export, Export as MP3, and I give it a name, and I say save. Quality is usually standard, you can change that as you want. And then you can select an artist name, a track title, and all that. You can type those in. I'm not going to do anything, so I'm just going to say OK. So your MP3 file is going to be saved in the location that you have given, and your project is going to remain here. You can save that as well if you want to edit further. So basically, that's it for how to record and edit using Audacity. So I hope you guys learned something. And if you did, please be sure to like this video and leave a comment down in the comment section below. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to our channel. So until next time, thank you and bye.